Hello everybody and welcome to your pick a card reading. Welcome to the channel. This is Love and I'm Tara and we will be your energy conduits for today's pick a card reading. So welcome and thank you for choosing to spend time with us here today. We have here 3 different love energy bottles for you to choose from. You'll be able to see them up close in the pile selection, which the timestamps would be down in the description box below. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3 over there. And the messages are actually, they were meant, like I planned them to be for the Valentine's Day. However, after I did pile number 1, the guides asked me to wait. I don't know why. You probably know. They just told me it's like some people are still taking time through their lessons. It has to do with the divine timing, so we're asking you to wait. That's all they said, and I'm like, but Valentine's, like it's gonna pass, and you know, like I was like, I didn't know what to do. However, I trusted my intuition and I just did what they asked me to do, which is wait. So that's why we're here today after Valentine's. So for those of you who celebrated Valentine's, I hope you had a beautiful time with your loved ones, with your family, with your partners and friends. However, this has now been turned into a timeless pick a card reading. And yeah, I feel like there probably is, I mean, there always is a good reason as to why the universe asked me to delay or to change my plans. And so that's what happened, yeah? So if you're here for Valentine's, there'll still be messages in there for you because, you know, you're drawn to this video, there'll be messages in there for you. I know it. So if you've already picked your bottles, your timestamps will be down in the description box below. If you would like to tune in to set your intentions and to center your energies, then go ahead and stick around for the pile selection, in which I will be playing a little meditation music, and with, you know, you being able to see the bottles up a little bit more up close than this. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty much the message for the introduction. So thank you again for being here, and I hope you enjoy your time here with us. And let's get started with the pile selection. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your pick a card message for the Valentine's Day. I hope you're doing well and that you're having a loving time with your beloved ones and family and friends and partners. Yeah, so we are going to be receiving messages from your guides, your soul tribe, your soul family, and the loving energy of the universe, our etheric friends, okay? And before we get started, I am going to take a little bit of time to set the intentions together, as well as gift this beautiful rose to your guides, to your soul collective. So, you know, as a thank you gift for Valentine's as well, and for always assisting and helping us. My ear just rang. Yeah, I feel like they acknowledge this gratitude from us. So let's get started with the intention setting. So breathe deeply into your heart energy center and let it glow, let it expand, and at your natural pace, breathe out slowly. Relax your body, relax your heart, relax your mind. Yeah. And remain in the receptive mode. Keep your hearts open. Be aware of the messages that come in during this time, because your direct connection with the loving universe is the most accurate compass. So while we're here together receiving messages, be aware of what your guides are communicating directly to you as well. And with that said, may this be a beautiful, beautiful reading, full of love, full of joy, lightheartedness, and sweetness. Yeah, lots of gifts from your guides coming in. And thank you to all the guides and love energy that are helping us. Here's a gift to you. And thank you for meeting us today in this 3D realm to deliver messages for us. There we go. All right. So pile number 1, we are going to start with your tarot cards. I'll see when they want to pull out the oracles. But yeah, let's just jump straight into it. I feel like they already want to start. Oh, and yeah, let's tune in a little bit so we can receive the cards together. Be open to synchronicities and the gifts that the universe is about to send our way. This one I feel. This is the Orchid Valley Tarot. So if you like it, you know, grab yourself this beautiful deck. It is very sweet, very cute. It's all like these little boo spirit guide. So I feel like your spirit guides obviously want to come through today, as well as your oversoul. So all of you that is pure energy, pure spirit, right? In the higher realms, in other dimensions that you reside in, because for your pal, I know that you are very much aware that you are multidimensional. And I feel a lot of energy of peace and calm coming through. So that could be the frequencies that you are. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. I feel like it's a confirmation, like knock knock. Yeah, the frequency of peace and calm and love is like knocking at your door. It's knocking at your energetic portal, because I feel like that frequency pretty much aligns with your path of ascension right now. So stay in the energy of lightheartedness and peace for as long as you can. And you know, we go in and out of frequency at times when we are still practicing, so be gentle and kind to yourself. It is okay that you phase in and out of these emotional scales while you are practicing to maintain and to tune into those frequencies. Okay, let me take a sip of water. So your pal, first thing they wanted me to point out are the color tones. So very blue color schemes, which are your throat energy centers. So expressions, communications, yeah, and a lot of colors that kind of gravitate towards your upper 3 energetic centers. So communicating, you know, with, of course, your guides, the higher self, across dimensions, communicating and receiving downloads from your guides, from your oversoul as well at this time. Allow it to flow. Okay, I feel like you are pretty fluent in terms of receiving downloads and uploading information on to the Akashic library, the clouds. And the energy right now are very conducive of that process. So your guides, that is why they're coming through pretty clearly today, I feel. And they're saying you can sense it as well, that your meetings, your divine meetings with your guides, with your higher self, are pretty much easier than you may have felt that it was in the previous time. They're telling me in the recent past, you know, because at that time I feel you were still arranging your thoughts, you know, learning lessons about pretty much your mental realms, which are the air energy. So you've done that really well, they're saying, in your path that was very unique. So that means the things that you think that you maybe contemplate about are things that you may not be able to find advices in, say, like on the internet, or it's not like a common shared experience. So it was something that you kind of, you had to go to, like, you know, strange places, different wisdom tents that could be something that, you know, are outside of the conventional norms. But however, you did very well. You did very, very well in understanding your thoughts, in collecting the wisdom and taking what, you know, resonates with you, what serves your soul, and moving on with that. Yeah. So I feel like that's a big congratulation for you in terms of your Valentine's path for you know, prioritizing self-love and spiritual growth. How it also, they want to say that how do I word this? Yes, your spiritual path is pretty much seems to be the bigger picture of everything that is surrounding everything. At the same time, there is a union energy for your pal, that you also have this expansion desire to call in divine partnerships, so divine union, right? And they're saying that is also a pivotal part of your spiritual ascension. If you are doubting whether that is the path that aligns with your earthly development in this 3D realm and the spiritual path, yes, the path kind of coincides. You will be learning a lot from your divine unions, as you may have already learned a lot from the past relationships, love relationships. And at this time, they're saying the energetic portal that you have, I mean, the vision that you hold of a new castle, a beautiful coming together of a divine partnership. Keep that in your heart, okay? Even though things around you right now may seem like a solo mission, or you are a little bit isolated, or feel like there's the focus, the energy kind of shifts towards more about your own personal growth. However, if you have this desire, if you have this, you know, call for expansion towards love, keep that in your heart, because it is a very important piece of your human experience here that you're meant to go towards and to call in at, you know, your divine timing. And when it does come in, it is going to be a relationship that they say makes you very, very happy, because you would have already done so much inner work to the point that the frequency or the person that you call in are just like a beautiful, beautiful, harmonious match to where you are at that time. So congratulations on that too, on working on yourself, on clearing your heart, keeping your heart open as well throughout your lessons in the past. From here on, yeah, one big manifestation coming through the energetic portal. They're telling me it is different for each and every one of you. Some of you would be, in the earthly realm, which is career. Some of you it's like relationships, right? Some of you it is, but they're telling me it's something tangible. So not like an energetic upgrade, not like a spiritual, achievement, more of like a tangible earthly success that is coming in. And it seems that you will first go through the gate alone to receive this. So it could be that you achieve a very important mark in your career. You attain a pretty good you get to a place where you're happy with yourself and with your earthly experience. And first you go through that portal by yourself, so that once you are there, the frequency to call in another partner who is also there can start to activate. Yeah, so that's why they're asking you to keep it in your heart, because this they're telling me initiation, rite of passage, is one that only you can go through the portal. And so that means you may have again left some of the cups that were not in alignment with you anymore in the past, in this recent past. And they're saying your guides are very happy because you made some tough decisions, and they are sending you a lot of love and hugs at this time to console you, to heal you, to help raise your frequency so that you can feel embraced by your guides and the divine. Because I feel the frequency has been heavy, and this initiation, however, is your soul called it in, your oversoul called this in. It was your divine, decision made by your nobody else but your higher self and your oversoul, to balance the energy within your third dimensional avatar self, to balance the reality of your avatar self that you are going through right now. So all of this to lead to this. Okay, so let me check the programs a little bit. Something's weird with my yeah. All right. Okay. So that interruption was weird though. Interruptions. So if you felt like the loss and the pain that you've gone through were interrupting like a winning streak, I feel that's what they're telling me. You felt like you were having you were catching an updraft, you were having a winning streak, and then something like you encountered a very painful loss. They want to address that please, like, they understand how difficult it was. It's just that your soul really wanted that to happen, to bring everything into harmony again, and to bring yourself to this initiation, and to finally complete the rite of passage that you are here for, so that you can start leading, start shining your light, and be that powerful connected avatar with your higher soul, like higher self, your oversoul, and the universe, so that you can start giving, you can start creating. Yeah, because it's King of Cups, but they also have a wand here. So I feel like this has a lot to do with propelling your dreams forward, propelling and understanding your inner fulfillment. That is why you had to kind of cut your losses and move in a different direction. And they're saying, if you have any guilt, any shame, or any blame towards the self or any other people involved, that this Valentine's Day, hope that out of the spirit of love, you would consider taking time to send love to all parties involved, so that we can all clear the energy and release yourself and release them or anybody else, so the energies can be redirected towards your new role that is coming in right after this initiation process is completed. Okay. Let's go to the oracle cards. I feel like they already want to continue. This one is sticking out. Transition, yeah, so like exactly what we were talking about. It's also the stone calcite. So the keyword is moon, transition, and calcite. Moon energy. So pretty much like a dark night of the soul, venturing through the unknown realms, or they're telling me quite an extended period of time. However, you have reached the shore, you have reached new land. So they would, they really are happy for you that you have crossed the threshold, and would love for you to also acknowledge that for yourself. One second. Someone's knocking on my door. One second. I'm back. And I got a message, because every time these things happen, there's no coincidence. It's synchronicity. And I did receive the message that your guide wanted me to kind of let you know. And also I made a promise to myself that, if my family members or anyone come knocking at my door while I'm doing one of the readings, I'm just going to like be chill about it and, give them time, because I want to give time to the people that I love. So I feel like that, what the transition that happened is similar to the knock on my door, if you know what I mean. It was divine orchestration, it was divine redirection by your higher self and your guides. That's the first message they wanted you to know. Second, it was almost like an alarm clock of your second ascension, your another awakening that your soul is meant to experience at this time. So if anything, they understand that it may seem like an interruption, it may seem like, it was kind of, a bad timing. I feel like that's how you felt, like this is like the worst timing for that to happen. However, they're saying it's divine timing. It was just the right moment for that to happen. Not any minute sooner, not any minute like later. It was exactly at the right time, and your higher self timed it well. So that's why your own soul's plan activated as it was meant to. Okay, so work with that feeling of resentment towards anyone, or even yourself, or the situation itself unfolding, because I feel like they really, really hope that you can understand that your love, it was just time for your love to expand. It was just time for you as the embodiment of love to come online. Yeah. Yeah, see, unleashing your sexuality. And because YouTube is weird, I'm going to kind of place a crystal there so we are safe. And see angel number 1331, so 4 divine protection. Yeah, so if anything, and another 4 there. So if anything, the entire process was to protect your own spiritual journey. Your higher self called that in as divine protection to create a safer environment for your growth, and for the things that are beautiful things that are meant to unfold, to ensure that you meet with the path of your calling, and you meet with the highest form of love that you can embody in this lifetime. Also, calcite. Look, at this time, I am not going to read it from the book, because I feel like it's what you're meant to go and find that synchronicity by yourself. So I'm not going to take that away from you. Please go and, you know, look up the meaning of calcite and see the messages that come with that stone, and apply that to your spiritual path. Okay. Or if you, once you know the meaning, then keep calcite around, you know, then it helps remind you of the lesson that you are going through, or, you know, the expansion process that is going to help you at this time. However, there is a message of transformation, of helping you look at that transitional period, helping you look at your losses and your recent past in a way that, you know, is going to clear up a lot of the negative, like the sadness, the grief, the anger that may still be attached to those events. And so as the alchemist, this is you again transmuting that energy into gold, so transmuting that into wisdom, like Dr. Joe Dispenza often say, is the past without the emotional charge, an experience without an emotional charge, or a memory without an emotional charge is wisdom. Yeah, so that is what you're going to be doing, is transitioning those memories, those past experiences into wisdom. And at this time, another message that your guide would like to give you this Valentine's is the entire process kind of sparked that self-confidence and intimacy in terms of with your other loved ones in your life, as well as embracing your own sexuality and the nature of your own sacral energy center, for it to expand and for it to come more into its natural balance in your life. Because when we were in like a place, you know, they're just saying the place that you had, that you chose to leave, couldn't nurture these energy centers. So self-empowerment, you know, vulnerability, intimacy, let's just say you are heading towards a new land that is more helpful and conducive of you in nurturing these energies within yourself. Your divine feminine energy is also expanding. They're telling me it has been expanding, and it's continuing to expand very beautifully. So congratulations on that. So many butterflies though, look. So many butterflies. So you had many transitions, many metamorphoses, and this is going to be another one that is going to unfold beautifully. It's going to unfold and take flight beautifully in its own divine timing. So trust that process as well. Allow yourself to embrace your own delicacy of this path, which means your sensuality, your vulnerability, your nurturing self. At this time, if you bring out that qualities of the balanced feminine, it's going to help you a lot. Because the moon as well. So I feel like the feminine energy side of the equation is very helpful at this time. Yeah. And this again talk about that transition. You have the card rapture. So again, sensuality, like I just said, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. And these are, like, of course, the energy from the heart, but it also talks a lot about the keywords that are related to your sacral energy center. So your second energy center, like we just talked about earlier. So like, yeah, even though it felt like things were torn apart, like you're in your subconscious mind, maybe that's the narrative, like things were ripped out of your life, like it was just almost that feeling of victim mentality of things being like a tower moment. It had been taken down, it raptured, it was ripped apart, like it was like a rug was tugged from under you. That emotion is going to be what you're about to transmute, okay? And you're going to give new definitions to that experience. You're going to associate new keywords, new emotional states to that experience, and you are going to start seeing and recognizing the importance of that tower moment for what it truly is and for how much it has helped you grow and the path that it has set you on. So at this time, your guides again are reminding you to just be, embrace your sexuality, embrace your sensuality, keep your hearts open while you explore the different things that make you happy and bring pleasures in life, because I feel your second energy center is expanding beautifully to kind of also balance with your energy of the upper three. So I feel like before you may have been working with the pairing of the throat and the solar plexus. So your heart's in the middle, the energy goes out, and these two expand at the same time. Your throat and your solar plexus. What is going to happen next is these are the two, right? So it moves naturally. So now it's going to be the turn of your sacral energy center and your third eye, and that's why they're saying, do things that make you happy, because the sacral energy center is about earthly pleasures, ecstasy, because once we feel safe in the world, we start to seek pleasure. We start allowing ourselves to experience pleasures of life. Yeah, and that's what your guides would love to see you fully embrace, is go out and do things that make you happy, anything that makes you feel sensual, feel sexy. Just explore these possibilities, and in turn that energy, as the sacral energy center is expanding, will be reflected up to your third eye energy center. So they are working together in tandem to kind of expand your light body and your energetic vessel. Okay, and I feel like that's it for your message. Your guides care a lot about you. The energy that I am receiving right now is like one of understanding, one of unconditional love, one of like wanting to help console you, and really, really wanting you to know that they're here for you, and you're not. I mean, they're always walking this path alongside you, and that if you feel that you feel hurt, if you feel pain, they witness it too, and this is their way of doing their best in the ways that they are allowed to, you know what I mean, like in the limits of what they are allowed to reach out to you and let you know that they love you and that they're here for you, and that you are doing a wonderful, wonderful job. Yeah. So I feel, that's it for your reading pile number 1. Thank you for being here together, and let's thank our guides, our soul family, our ancestors, and the loving universe for, showing up with so much support and so much love and energy, and in such a kind, gentle, and sweet way. Thank you for meeting us here, and thank you for the loving Valentine messages that all of you pass on to us through this reading. And also thank you for allowing me to be your energy reader for today. It's been an honor to always, show up and be a part of your co-creative experience, and to meet across, space and time in this way. So thank you. And if you like our content, please consider helping us by pressing like, subscribe, or share this content to any family, friends, loved ones who you feel that they may resonate with the readings, or that may enjoy these types of contents and video. We are here on YouTube mostly for long form content, and also on TikTok for shorts, and I post stuff from time to time on Twitter and Blue Sky as well. So go ahead and check that out, and thank you in advance for supporting our channel. All right, That's it, pile number one. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's and loving time with your loved one here in the 3D, your loved ones in the ether, your higher self, your oversoul, just all of the love energy in whichever form they are currently embodying, whether they have a physical vessel or not. It doesn't matter. If you're love, then thank you. Thank you for being here again. And I'll see you next time, whatever the universal energy call for us to be here. And remember, the universe is by your side and your soul knows the way. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 2. Welcome to your Pika card reading for the love energy potion bottle that you have picked. And even though Valentine's has just passed, I feel like the energy is still very, very beautiful and full of love in the ether. And as for this pile, I was waiting for the messages to come in. I wanted to release this on Valentine's, however, your guides told me to wait, that there was something like some divine timing elements to your pile, and that I was asked to wait. So I changed my plans, and therefore this reading is kind of like a timeless reading now for, expanding love, recharging love with the love energy that your guides have gathered and passed on in this little bottle love potion right here that you picked. So before we get started, let's set the intentions together so that we could, recenter ourselves and keep our hearts opened and remain connected and in tune with the universe while we're receiving the messages together. And then we will gift this rose to your guides, to the energies that are helping us today, and that the energies of unconditional love that have been assisting and guiding you along the way for all your lives, right? So yeah, let's first take a deep breath into your heart and slowly expand the heart energy center and breathe out. Relax your mind, relax your body, your shoulders, your hand, your feet, your legs, your arms. Relax, and place your attention on your heart energy center. Connect to your inner being so that your love energy continue to radiate with an open heart throughout this reading while we are receiving the messages together from your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones in the ether, your collective, your soul tribe, and the loving universe. And thank you to all the energies that are here today. May this rose be a symbol, a gift to you all for all the beautiful messages you've been sending our ways, the synchronicities and assistance and guidance you've been showing to us throughout our lives. So thank you. All right. Okay. This is the Angel Tarot, and I must say the energy for this pile required me some time to get into a meditative state and really tune in. Your guides that are showing up for these piles, they are your they're ones from the upper dimensional realms. So maybe they're the patron or matron guides, your angels that are looking after you, your starseed guides from a higher upper dimension of the ether. Yeah, that moved on its own. So that's a confirmation that yes, that's pretty much where they reside and that they are here. Let me kind of try and place it in a way that it is stable. Or if it wants to move on its own, I might just have to let and move on its own. It can't. See? It keeps moving. Well, as long as it's, not falling down. So yeah, they're pretty much the guides that can't be like told. Like they're telling me they're pretty unpredictable. To you, it feels like these collective of guides are unpredictable and sometimes like quite humorous for you. And the way that they maneuver themselves are very, very. It boggles your mind because they may arrange things in the divine orchestration that really like baffles you because they work from a much higher perspective and a bigger picture that we may not understand or see from our human avatar self here in the 3D. So the message first right there is just to let the energies move, allow it to move, allow it to flow, even when you don't quite understand why it's moving. But rest assured that it's divine orchestration, is divine redirection. Okay. So let's just say this collective of guide may also require you to tune in to quite a peaceful, delicate frequency that can be acquired through a meditative state or a very still mind and aligned energy. I feel like these are the guides that this one also wants to come up. These are the guys that want to talk to you today. So mostly you've met them in the quantum field, the Akashic field, or like while you're astral projecting, basically in your meditative states. These are the ones that would like to be here and support you for today's reading. Because I really had to sit down and meditate for a while before I could start this, and for someone, it's specifically like your starseed guides or, in the angelic realm, no matter how you refer to them in the upper, they're telling me the upper hemisphere of the dimensional realm. Okay? So you have independence, you have uncertainty, lots of swords energy, so maybe a lot of thinking at this time. Air energy, a lot of air energy. A lot of purple too, right? I noticed. So maybe if you are the ones who are working with the guides that are angelic or archangels, they are known for being the holder of the violet rays, the purple rays. So the ones that are used to clear obstacles, the ones that are used to bring forth clarity, basically. And they work a lot with you in the ether. So they work with your astral body. They work with you when you are in, like I said, the meditative state that, you're pure energy and you meet them as pure energy. At this time, first message is they would like to congratulate you for the past healings and for processing any of the endings that happened. I feel for this pal, very likely that, your relationship had just changed its trajectory, and that you were in a transitional period that, led to a lot of uncertainty. However, with the love in your heart, you understood that this had to happen. Like it was a move that you did not understand in the beginning, and you kind of maybe were trying to withhold it or prevent it from moving forward. However, now you understand that it's out of love for your soul's sovereignty and independence. So I feel like all these swords, these, maybe painful events or a lot of processing in the mental space was actually ignited by your higher self with the assistance of your angelic team to strengthen your energetic foundation, to be one of full sovereignty, and to be able to align with love that is more of an interdependent nature, rather than one that was, that ended, that required, like, that was not conducive of your soul's growth, let's just say. And a lot of these downloads, healings, closures happened in your, they're telling you, like a subliminal space. So whichever modality you have been using, continue to use that. They just nudged me. I forgot to tune in a little bit more. Like they're asking me to tune in more. Oh my god. Which realm are you guys in? Okay, let me take some time, take a sip of water, and tune in even more. So they're just saying, listen to your heart, because there are keys and there are communications that could help you refill your cup at this time. Even though you are surrounded by thoughts and that nature of the human mind that is pacing, that is going from places to places, because it is trying to make sense of the unknown, and because of this new power of independence and freedom that you have gained, you may be trying to use your critical mind to make sense of where to go, what to do. They're saying, learn how to be comfortable in the unknown, because you've done this before, and these hurtful situations that happened, restless nights that happened, requires a lot of rejuvenation at this time. The key to all of these energy maneuver, they're telling how to maneuver this energy, is to call in more water element, which is allowing yourself to feel, allowing yourself to let the emotions flow and experience the emotions that are surfacing and flowing and releasing in its own natural rhythmic way. This could again be a reminder to meet them more, and I'm hearing they miss you and they wish they could have more time with you in the ether. So that could be a call to communicate. Blue, right? Throat chakra energy center and crown energy centers, third eye, so basically the upper three energy centers. They wish they could have more time with you in the etheric realms, through meditations, through whichever way that you induce that trance-like state. They wish they could have more time with you to assist you, to support you, to help heal you, and pass on the good energy. And they're telling me specifically, like, whatever they have learned in their human lives, because some of them, even though they now reside, like, they're not embodying a three-dimensional avatar, they have had experiences in the earthly realm, and they understand pretty well how hurtful and painful these transitional periods could be. So they would like to help console you and impart as much knowledge as they could to you at this time, to assist you, to help you feel more whole again, to help your heart and energy flow again in it's just like a lot of key communications. They're telling me a lot of like holy grail communication. That's how they're phrasing it. So very important communications that they would like to impart to you. However, it might not be able to come through in your conscious state, so in your wake states, or in your just like regular awareness of your daily lives, because their frequency, it's for you and them to meet, for them to kind of like meet you, you have to ascend to touch their frequency, because where they are in the energy of self-love that they are, they're just gonna stay there. They're not gonna lower energy, basically. That's what they say. I mean, like, you come and meet us here because you belong with us. That's what they're saying. You belong here. Like, we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna hang around until you show up. That's what they're saying. Okay. And they do have that kind of like playful, nurturing way of coming through and communicating with you. So I feel like you know who they are. And you've been working with them before, and I guess they're just calling you back to where you belong. You have Shakti, which is the sacred feminine energy, the life force. That is the tangerine quartz card. Card number 5, solar plexus energy center. So yeah, she's dressed all in yellow. And now you have this. So your next, the energy is gonna continue to expand from your heart, from the center of your energetic vessel. Now from the throat, it's gonna start moving up to the third eye and eventually the crown. The key to this sovereignty and to anchor in more freedom. And they're telling me you're already doing very amazingly. Like, they don't want any misunderstanding that they're giving you advices because you're not doing well or not doing good enough. It's not that at all. It's just like, if they have a chance to impart something that could be helpful, they wish that they could pass it on, and they hope you understand it's purely out of love, that you can choose to do it or not, you can, but like, at least they want to show up in the way that they know how for you, in the way that they best know and how to do at this time for you, which is to share the experiences. Solar plexus energy, so I feel like you've been working on that. And the energy of your sacral energy center is also moving upwards to your solar plexus energy center, and that is what is going to help you raise your frequency into one of empowerment and more of an independence and sovereign soul. Continue to keep raising that energy, and by raising, they're saying it's not like pulling or anything. It's just like, you notice it move, you let it move, yeah, and be grateful and be loving to your human self for this beautiful journey and the beautiful independent soul that you're transforming, you're transitioning into. Okay, so let's see more guidance from them. You have connection and a lot of musical notes. Your Ace of Cups could be music, could be sound healing, right? Healing bowls, crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls. But your holy grail at this time seems to be a mode of communication that is through sound. It's like a love letter you write to humanity, or a love letter that you sing or you voice to humanity. So, like, clearly, first, you could be a musician, you could be an artist, sound healer. If not, then this is like a call for you to express more in whichever holy grail you're holding, whichever modality of creation you are you have been. They're telling me you've been co-creating with these guides. And that they told me, like, it's clearer to you now who they are, because you've worked with them before and you're continuing to work with them. So sing your own songs and dance to your own tunes as well. Whether it is in other kinds of creative modes like writing, art, dancing, co-creations, right? they're dancing, like life and co-creations. That's the theme I'm getting. Anything that is to you like a love letter that you pass out to the world, as you know, an expression of your love towards everything around you. That is what they're recommending that you tap into at this time, because maybe that meditative state they've been talking about is the flow state in which you create, in which art comes through, in which co-creation comes through. So not necessarily meditation only, but like creation, like a dreamy state of creation where you're bringing about downloads, you're bringing about co-creations with your guides and your collective. I feel like that's where they also are a lot of time as well. So if not through, sorry, my cards. So if not through the Akashic field, then it's through you opening up energetic portal for the flow state and creating, okay? And it seems like that ending that happened, that brought to you a sense of uncertainty. First, they would actually like to congratulate you because you've broken down the wall and brought yourself into a place of an unknown, which is where the potentials lie. So you've ventured into new realms, new possibilities, new timelines, and learning to, embrace and traverse that beautiful, that magical unknown is a part of the journey that you're taking, because there is a lot of potential and for new opportunities, new beginnings. And you have the card that says the bud. So potential, promise, it's about to happen, keep going. The co-creation, as well as the feminine and masculine energy that runs up your spine, that dance together as a helix, the primordial force that's meant to dance up your spine, that as well, and your creation. Rest assured that everything is in perfect alignment. Everything is at the pace that it should be, exactly where you're meant to be, and the ways of how they're unfolding is also like you're right on track, okay? And they're almost telling that it is like not only a promise to them, but it's almost like the universal law that good outcomes are waiting because of the energies that you've been putting in. It's just the law. It's just like, please know, just know that like it's coming to you, because it's just the way the universe operates, okay? So whatever good deeds, whatever ways you've been nurturing your heart and your avatar here, it's the payoff is huge. Seeing quite a big success. Again, this also depends on how you work with these energies, the rhythm of your own divine timing, and the lessons that you're going through. However, in this current momentum that I'm reading, that we're meeting here right now, the trajectory of things seems to be very, very just harmonious and full of potentials. To anchor that in more, celebrate, okay? Live up your life, and allow yourself to celebrate beautiful moments in your life. I feel like the energy of gratitude is what they are asking you to be in. So gratitude every day, sunset, sunrise, gratitude. Yeah. Beautiful meetings with people, beautiful meetings with yourself, your energy coming more into harmony, your body coming more into homeostasis, your brain waves adjusting more and more towards the alpha, the theta, the gamma. Every little note that compose this beautiful song that is your life. Be grateful to every single note. So every single achievement or like beautiful things, good moments that you can place your awareness on, practice doing that more and more. So place your energy and your attention in the good things that are happening. That's what they're asking. Place your attention in that. If you want, like here you have a lot of air energy, right? Use it. Make that power yours. Use it. Yeah, direct it. So with your independence together in a balanced way, in a nurturing way, and gentle to yourself still, learn how to maneuver your thoughts and awareness, place them in situations and places that are like these beautiful notes. Okay, so place them in a good moment in your day, a little small win, you just feeling relaxed, your body feeling better, just little tiny things. That's also how they're asking you to connect with them, because the more you do that, the more you come as well in alignment with the collective that is working with you, because they practice this and it's almost like it's their nature now. Their attention and their energy are placed upon the wanted. So where the attention goes, the energy flow. These particular collective know exactly how to remain free, because they understand how to maneuver this energy in a very precise way. I'm being given Starseed Collective Lyrans, yeah, specifically the Lyrans and the Hadarians. Okay, you might want to look into that if you feel called. There may be messages and signs in there for you in the stories and the information about those particular starseed collectives. Also Archangel Michael specifically, and Saint Germain, yeah, if that's the ascended master that you work with, and Metatron for some of you. Yeah. So again, they, like the Lyran guides, for example, they're known for freedom. And this is freedom of your own mind, freedom of being restricted by the swords that are flying around, because like they learned how to hold the sword. So now if you have like 10, like I don't know how many, 17, 18 swords, like put that into your arsenal. Yeah. That's gonna be your protector from now on, once you understand how you make them yours, how you with gentle self-love and kindness. They're giving me a picture of someone who's just gently like grabbing the hilt of the sword and just like dance. I don't know, like that kind of energy is how they work with the mental realm when they were in human form, when they were here. And they know that you can do it because you're right about in the same chapter of the journey where they were at before, and they recognize potential when they see it. They recognize the possibility, and that they see that fully in you. That's why they're here to pass on that message. So keep going. That's what they say, and that's what the card says. Keep going. Again, water seems to be something that is very helpful to you right now. So maybe the beach, right? Water, holy grail, drinking lots of water, drinking, like fruit juice, smoothies, things that are healthy for you, like in terms of the water balance in your body. Going to places with bodies of water, the lake, the sea, the beach, the waterfall, wherever you feel called to. or even simply if you have a bathtub or like shower, take some time in that place and have it be a sacred moment for the soul and for yourself to connect your divine feminine and masculine energy, to connect with your guides, to connect with everything. And before we end the reading, because I feel the message is coming to an end, they just want to say they know you've been wondering about this. Love connections, obviously. Divine counterpart, that too is a lot of potential. Promise, it's about to happen. Keep going. So it's in your divine planning, okay? It's just that these energies are what is important right now. Before they're telling me it's necessary. It's like a step towards that. That's why they chose to talk about the most conducive pieces and energy to maneuver right now. And then, this, as long as you are able to when you learn, all of this, for sure, like, this is of course like up for grabs, if you still want it at that time, or if it's something that you're ready for, you will know in divine timing as well. However, they're just saying, like, keep the picture of a beautiful relationship, a divine counterpart, keep it in your hearts, keep imagining it, how it feels like, what the moment, like, what the experience looks like, keep dreaming, keeps imagining and holding it in your heart, because I feel it is pretty much a part of your holy grail, and it's a part of your journey anyways. Just that right now, the main focus is you, your sovereignty, your independence, and the energies that are rising within you. Okay, so I feel like that's it. Pile number 2, these are your messages. Thank you so much for being here with us. And I would like to thank your guides, my guides, your ancestors, your soul tribe, just all the starseed energy, all the angelic energies, all the beautiful love energies who are, who prefer not to be called by any labels or names. Anyone who's present here that are unconditional love, thank you so much for these encouragement, for these kind words, and for, I feel like they're just very, like, what's the word? They're very invested in your journey. That's all I can say. That maybe because you have probably have like a star, like a connection with them in the timelines, so you're one of either their family members or like a beloved soul that they would really, really give their all to support. And that's really the energy that I feel today that came through. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you as well for allowing us to be your energy reader for today, for allowing Love and my collective and myself to be here with you and receive these messages together. It's been a wonderful experience. It's been really fun, and I'm really honored to be, to be able to do this together with you. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, if you like our content, please consider helping us by subscribing, pressing like, or following us on any other social media platforms, or share this video to any of your friends and family members or loved ones. If you feel like these content are something that could be fun and entertaining to them, then thank you for sharing, and thank you in advance for your support towards our channel. It does help us a lot to, for the algorithm and the channel to grow. So thank you so much. And if you have any comments, or anything resonated in particular, or just like you want to show some support and encourage any of our other friends who are watching, leave some good energies in the comment section. Feel free to uplift one another, embrace one another, and share love here on this channel and in the comment section. Okay, so thank you so much, and we will see each other again whenever the universal energy called for us to be here again. And remember that the universe is by your side and your soul knows the way. Bye-bye. Hello, pal number 3, and welcome to your pick a card reading. As I probably mentioned in the intro, this video was meant to be your Valentine's reading. However, I was asked to wait by your guides, by my guides, by all the energies that are helping bring messages today. They asked me to wait, and they're telling me that your pal have some similar experiences where maybe you are being asked to also take your time, that you may have a particular deadline or an idea of when something has to come about and has to be finished and completed. However, the bigger picture in the ether is pretty much going at a different pace for a very good reason, and they're asking you to trust that. So I feel up front, before even the cards came in, that is your energy, and that is the first message for your pal. We'll see what other messages come in with the cards, and before we get started, I would like to take this time for us to tune in together. I have a rose that we are going to be giving to the love energy as a symbol of gratitude and love for helping us today, for meeting with us today here in the third dimensional realm, and for their assistance, their guidance, and their support throughout our lives that they have been showing us all along. So let's set the intentions and tune in. So breathe deeply and gently into your heart energy center. Feel it expanding, feel it radiating. And breathe out. Slowly, lightly. Respect your breathing. And relax your body. Relax your hands, your feet, your arms, your legs, your shoulders, your torso. And remain in your heart for our remaining time together. Stay open, tapped in, and in tune with your guides, your higher self, and the universe, because you are also connected while we are here together, and your direct connection is the most accurate compass. So prioritize that as well while we are here receiving the messages and having a little chit chat with our etheric friends, okay? So thank you to all the love energy that are here today. Thank you for your presence, for your assistance, and for your love. Let me try and place that so that you can still see the cards. All right. Okay, so let's get started with your reading. Also, this is a very cute tarot deck. And for your pal, I feel like the energy they want to talk to you is, they're pretty much let's say unlabeled. They don't like showing up under a certain name, a label or a collective, or anything that has to be tied with our human belief system. So you may feel them just as love energy. Yeah, so like your etheric friends, you may call them the love energy that are supporting you, your soul tribe, your soul collective. However, they usually would show up without a name. That's the first message. And also your higher self. Yeah, all of the oversoul, that is almost like this little cute cloud of source energy that's up there in the ether, in the whichever dimension you are also operating from, being a multi-dimensional being that you are. And of course source energy. Yeah, so it's the group of guides that are, they don't mind not being known by name, and they don't mind you not calling them out by name, because every time you send love and gratitude to the love energy, they receive it too, and they feel like they kind of work in, they enjoy working in the purest form, which is, just love energy. Okay. And they're telling me this also kind of includes your ancestors that are unknown. So you may be able to remember your ancestor lineage up to a point, and then the rest of the lineage are pretty much undocumented or not like you don't have a clear information. You don't have clear information of their names, of who they were from, or maybe it's ancestors from a very, very long time ago, and they just also wanted me to say that they're here to support you. The world, yeah, all the love energies of the world that doesn't really need to, let's say they know you understand. They know you understand. They're telling me I don't have to explain anymore. You get it. So you have the Two of Cups, the World, the Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So right now, in your earthly realm, the basis of everything here on the third dimension, you're grounding in something very important to your path. It is a grounding of a co-creation that was offered to you, an opportunity that was offered to you by source energy. Look at that big, gigantic hand, right? It was offered to you after a process of initiation that you have just completed. So you came through a certain kind of gate, a rite of passage and initiation, and you haven't gone through that portal, that gate, is now ready to receive that coin. It is still something that you are practicing on the pretty much, I would say, an early stage of developing this particular manifestation into its full fruition. However, you've had experiences of doing these similar kind of things before, because the gate that you came through kind of already have these like roses blossoming, and therefore to tend to your new garden or the new land that you're about to open up, your guides are just they're telling me they're pretty much like rest easy, like they are very assured that you got this, because you've gone through the initiative stages, and that was by your higher self designed to bring in as much knowledge and experiences to help you move forward with this path. In the recent past, you did very well in being very open with your the rockets of desires that you sent out to the universe, and therefore your vortex right now holds an abundant frequency of opportunities, because you're pretty open to how things are going to go, how things are going to unfold. And I feel like even though you have one particular one or a certain direction that is closer to your heart, and that you would really, really like, let's just say it's something that aligns to you in a very heart-based way. It could be your dreams, and it has been your dreams for a very long time. However, you're more open to different ways of how that dream could come about. So you have shifted from a narrow focus into a more diverse focus, which is a great sign of moving out of the beta brainwaves into the alpha, into the theta and gamma, because in that mode, your focus becomes very diverse and open, and that therefore allows more creativity, more ways of things falling into place, more components in the unknown to be brought in to create different opportunities that may be just beyond the realm of the known or beyond your familiar realities. And your guides really like that, and they would love to see you continue to be very open, very excited on this adventure in the way that you have been. So continue to manifest in a way that is, say, you're the only one that you really kind of insist on it manifesting is happiness, right? So you're like, however the other jigsaw puzzles are going to be put together, my request to the universe is that it's a joyful experience. It's a fun experience, and it's a co-creative experience that is harmonious. So manifesting from and emotional basis like that is a very, very good trick, because sometimes we manifest, if we manifest broadly, you give more room to the universe to make things happen in even the ways that are unexpected to you. However, it's just the way that's just right for you. It could be an exciting way, it could be a surprising way, right? So I feel like that is also the reason why you're here receiving this new opportunity in the earthly realm. So congratulations on that. Let me take a sip of water. Blue, my throat is also acting weird. Keep communicating from an open-hearted space, because I feel like what you are sharing is very healing. Caduceus, right? It's healing, it's empowering, and it brings together open hearts, community, co-creative opportunities. So as long as the way that you receive and continue to embody this manifestation is one of an expression from an open heart, a heart where you're in coherence in your head, heart, and gut, and remain open in your heart, you are going to pretty much, you will know how to balance this coin, this thing that you're manifesting. They're telling me that they're not allowing me to say exactly whether it's career, family, or a certain specific area, because it is, for your pal, it's different for each and every one of you. But that earthly experience that you are grounding in, that's what they're referring to. So you will know how to keep it upright, you will know how to keep it stable, you will know how to keep it balanced, as long as you are balanced within from an open-hearted space. Okay. And the other, I feel like a congratulations message actually is that you've come full circle with this. Like all the experiences that you've gone through with the initiation that we mentioned before allowed you to kind of strengthen your co-creative ability as the creator with source energy. And there was a certain ascension, enlightenment, like a knowing, a new wisdom that brought you to a full circle moment. So if you haven't, they're telling me it might not completely sink into your conscious mind. However, take a look at it and you will realize that you've come full circle, that you know, the closures that needed to be anchored in was completed. The success or the processes of learning, of growth, of experiencing things that needed to move forward. Oops, someone's calling me. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. I feel like that's divine interruption, actually, divine redirection. It's because there's no coincidence, and you know, there was some advertising or some scammer calling me. What was that about? Love, what's that about? What's the message? I know they're trying to tell me something, but what's the message? I feel like you may have gone through experiences that allowed you to tell apart what's real and what's not. You've gone through experiences. The important one that they wanted to bring up that signifies that you've come full circle is the experience that now gives you the ability to know exactly what you want, to know exactly when something that is not aligned, or a state of resonance that you are in that is, you know, out of alignment from your true highest self. When those frequencies come in, you know how to it's, the word is not reject, the word is you know how to redirect. You know how to redirect. You know how to have a healthy, you know how to maintain a healthy, safe space for yourself. And I feel like that's one of the biggest learning that your higher self has been calling in through, you know, all these different initiations, and different manifestations that in turn allowed you to understand the nature of a good relationship more. And this entails, like, you know, family, friendships, partners, loved ones, you know. So this is the particular incident that they wanted me to bring up, that you may not have realized how big of a shift that was. And they just wanted to say they love you so much. Congratulations on completing that chapter of ascension, of learning, and that in a little bit you will start feeling it, you will start seeing it for what it is. They're telling me you already are centered in that energy, which means you understand it logically. At the same time, it's still floating in the middle, which means still being, what's the word, you're still rewiring a lot of things in your brain and in your subconscious space. So as soon as that process is completed in the 3D, which means your human avatar self understands the full picture fully, understands why your higher self, source energy, your guides have been working together to bring about this change, to bring you new cups to fulfill your heart, to strengthen you, to heal you, and unlock your potential as the one who empowers, the one who help pass on, you know, paths of healing to other people. They're saying it's bigger than you realize. So all I can say is congratulations. That seems to be a very big chapter of learning you've just gone through. And there, I just feel like you did really, really well. That's all I can say. All right, so let's get into your oracle cards. Trust. You have the stone ammonite. Payless. I believe that's a star, right? First message is, of course, the spiral, sacred geometry. So you may feel like you've gone through experiences that, you know, moved in a spiraling nature. So similar patterns of experiences, similar layers and sequence of events. However, they're saying it's an outward spiral, which means expansion. So even though it may look like you could be repeating some you know, stages and lessons of your learning, however, if you look closely, truly, it's not exactly the same. Like, you learn something new every single time. You get to hone your skills in a more delicate and detailed ways every single time. So if you feel like you were stuck in a time loop, please know that you're not. You know, if anything, you're going forward in a very expansive way. And two cards came out. I feel it's the one below. You're going forward in a very expansive way, and you're bringing yourself new beginnings and closures one after another in a very, very, like, look at these cute ribbons. It's like, in a way that are actually gifts. They're gifts to your soul. Okay, so that's going to sink in more and more as you go. Also, the meaning of the pearl, you know, how the oyster produced all these beautiful pearls by, you know, the what initiates the production of the pearl is actually an external material, or like a grain of sand that enters its body, or enters the clam, the pearl, right? And then to kind of protect and nurture itself, to continue to grow, it coats that particular material with these substances, which as a result gives you a pearl. So, you know, creating something beautiful out of something that was in the beginning not like healthy, or in the beginning not, what's the word, like an external element that was introduced into your ecosystem that sparked a process of self-healing and renewal and rebuilding of the self into a beautiful, soul that you are. That's how they would want you to see the entire process, because now you've already, created your pearl, and I feel like it's already manifesting in your world, as we talked about. And if anything, the biggest manifestation is who you have become today. Okay, because look at that manifestation. I just saw it. Yeah, your pal is big on whatever you're manifesting. That's what the important element of your spiritual growth right now is, to continue to invest your energies in a very open-hearted way. I feel like your lower energy centers are pretty much working very well together to ground into, to let the energy come through your crown energy center and be grounded downwards into Gaia's field for it to appear. So you're in the process of continuously calibrating and transforming the energy of the quantum field from waves to particle. So from energy form into substantial, into it being existing in the realm of substances, of materials, so the 3D world. So to continue to have that process be a fun and joyful and empowering one, self-confidence would be something that they highly recommend at this time. That is why they have been, just giving you kind words about how strong you've been, how much growth you have achieved through these periods, how successful your initiation have been, and how beautiful the results of all of your expansion is today. That it surrounds you in various forms of manifestation, they're telling me, and that they recommend that, not recommend, but they just wanted to remind you that you are surrounded by so much beauty that are results of your energy, and that they are very proud of you, and they would love for you to see yourself in the same way. Yeah. Also, they wanted me to talk about the number 2, 22, 2, and 3, 1. You reduce that. That's also kind of a 2. So 222 or 444s may be your synchronicity right now. Or if you're drawn to a particular one, either it's 222 or 444, look up the messages that comes with these angel numbers, and you will know what your messages are. To me, these are they are signs for a very balanced path. Like, you're pretty much very balanced, and in as well as transcending duality and polarity. They're saying you do a very good job at that as well. And also a sign as 444 that your path is very divinely protected, and that all your guides and these love energy in the ether are working with you on this co-creative experience to bring about something beautiful for the world, in which you are a center of, apparently. Like, for this particular project, you're the conduit. Yeah, so they would also not just protect the project, but also protect you, because they love you as well for the investment of energy and for the love energy that you are, that is the center of everything being grounded in. And you have healing the mother line. So the keywords are healing, ancestral work, mother line, growing up. For those of you who have been doing inner child work, being the guardian and the parenting of oneself, really good job at that. They would love for you to to just continue doing it and learning about it, because you're doing a very great job in applying that pool of knowledge to your self-healing and to your inner growth path. Also, another thank you from them is that the entire process that you've just gone through has not only been healing for you. If anything, you're a very important shifting element to your entire ancestry line, who may have a pattern of, of experiencing love and relationships in a particular way. And for you, also self-love, right? So self-love and love for love and relationships with others. Your understanding of this, of everything that just happened, is going to allow you to pass on such a different way of loving to the younger generations. Doesn't matter if you're going to have children or not. You could be a position in where, your siblings or your family members, that you have younger cousins and stuff like that, and you're able to embody a different kind of self-love for them to witness, and that could be in itself a powerful empowering force for them to see. Or some of you may also, be content creators or artists, or the thing that you're grounding in, the message behind that piece of work is going to be what helps heal the younger generations or the other souls that are learning to uplift their family patterns. So they're just giving me like you are going to be able to help heal more than just, well, of course, starting with your own family, yourself, your family, your close loved ones, and then the other souls that are doing similar work, who are going to be passing the roots that you have just passed. So keep sharing what you have learned. Keep sharing your wisdom and just telling stories of how you've gone through it and how what techniques you used, stuff like that. It's going to be very helpful in terms of ancestral work for yourself and others. Mother line, so specifically in the healing of the feminine energy, the nurturer, the giver, the gentle, kind, warm, loving side of yourself that provides. So I feel like this feminine healing is activating so much in your earthly realm that they're telling me it will start to ripple out in a way that you may not exactly notice, like one big shift, but you just being different, and like it's like the butterfly effect, like one little action and then the next action tomorrow, and then just how you are and how you respond to things, how you go about your days, it's going to kind of wrap on like in a very good way, right? It's going to kind of be noticed, or if anything they might not notice it, but somehow something within the people in your family line are going to be shifted in a positive way from just being around you, who is centered in the energy of self-love. Okay? And growing up, I feel like it's almost like that rite of passage that's talking about growing up. So you've completed the rite of passage, into embodying the beautiful woman or man that you are today. And I feel like they just like the beautiful human being that you have become, okay? And And getting to that stage again is, they're just telling me once everything sinks in for you, just embody it, okay? There's no need to go and teach, or unless it's something that you enjoy, right? Unless it brings, like, it's really fun for you to like come out and teach and share informations, you know. But for you of how it's actually the grounding of everything seems to come in automatically as long as you embody your truth, be true to who you are, what brings you joy, keep having fun, and just approach this entire uplifting opportunity in a very playful way where, you know, you also allow your inner child to come out and play. Because look at your tarot cards, look at all these doodle lines. It's fun, it's cute, it's like lighthearted. Yeah, so just keep going at it in that resonance frequency, then everything is going to be just fine. Like your guides are tapping me, and they're like, they're doing great, and if anything, you're doing so much better than you realize. So they really want you to see that as well, because it seems to be that you're doing really great. Like these are just the only message, like, you know, girl, guy, like the human that I'm speaking to, you're doing great. Like, it's okay, and just relax, go have fun, and just, you're doing much better than you give yourself credits for. That's what they're saying. All right. Your guides are very excited, by the way, for your journey and for being able to support you. And they just, before we go, because I feel the messages are complete, they're just gonna repeat the same message, which is like, see yourself the way we see you. Like, you're amazing. Okay, you're amazing. And maybe it's time to start accepting that more and giving yourself more credits and realizing that more, because you really are. All right. And that's your message, pile number 3. Thank you so much for allowing Love and I to be your energy reader and to pass on these messages to you. And thank you for meeting us here today and spending time with us. It's always been very fun and very exciting too, to you know, be in a co-creative experience like this and meet you and meet all the guides together through this YouTube space, this, you know, across space and time. And thank you to the guides, of course, to the etheric friends, the love energy that are here today, whether they are our ancestors, our guides, our soul tribes, our collectives. And I know that they don't like to be called by any labels, so let's just say thank you to the unconditional love energy that are here and present with us today during this reading. Thank you for being here. And thank you to the loving universe for making this possible and for all the beautiful things you create in this third dimensional realm, as well as on the other dimensions and realms. And if you like our content, please consider helping us by pressing subscribe, pressing like, or sharing this content to any of your friends, family members, or loved ones who you feel may resonate with this kind of video and tarot reading. It does help us a lot with the algorithm and with, you know, growing the channel and having these videos and messages be passed on and reach those who are meant to hear them. Yeah. So thank you again for your support. And with that being said, I feel like we're done for your pile here today. And for today's pick a card reading, it's completed. And thank you so much. I'll see you again whenever the universal energy call for us to be here. And remember, the universe is by your side and your soul knows the way. Bye-bye.